Alright guys, here's where things start to get a little weird. Hey guys, and welcome to the Blu-Ray Mountain! Hey guys, and welcome to the summit, and welcome to my Alien Retrospective Part 3. Today we're talking about David Fincher's Alien 3. To be honest with you guys, I was really hesitant about watching Part 3 in the Alien franchise due to all the negative comments that I hear about this movie. The film is directed by David Fincher, and the reason why I put quotes around David Fincher's name is the fact that this movie was so heavily influenced by the studio. Fincher does not really accept this as his movie. What are my thoughts on the film? Do I like it? Do I not like it? I actually kind of enjoy this film, guys. Before you start lighting your torches and sharpening your pitchforks, let me tell you why. Technically speaking, this film is beautiful. David Fincher is one of the best directors working in Hollywood today, and you can definitely tell back in 1992, he was putting his all into this film. While watching it, I did notice David Fincher's very intense filmmaking. Just the meticulous placement of everything. Everything looked like the way it was supposed to look. Ripley, played once again by the amazing Sigourney Weaver, crashes on a prison planet. And when they show the first few shots of the prison and Charles Dance on the beach, it's breathtaking, guys. I absolutely loved the way that this planet looked. The despair is just so prominent throughout every scene in this film. You can tell that it's just a miserable place to live, and sets the tone for a very, very grim movie. A lot of David Fincher's other staples in his filmmaking are here as well, because we have really close-up, intense conversations, slow-moving scenes with ambient music playing in the background. A lot of things that you would see in Fight Club or in Seven. Two outstanding films. Another thing that I really loved about this movie was the score. It's huge, it's epic, it's very grand in scale. And sometimes it's very subdued, it's very lost in the background, but when there's scenes when the alien attacks, it's just a burst of energy that you really need to get you through this very somber film. Alright guys, let's talk about the cast. The cast in this film is doing their best with the work that they were offered. They were doing their best with the screenplay, and I absolutely enjoyed most of the performances in this film. I thought Sigourney Weaver was great reprising her role as Ripley, and the addition of Charles Dance and Paul McGann is just awesome. Both very talented actors, as well as the returning Lance Hendrickson as Bishop. Absolutely brilliant in this film. I thought they all had amazing performances and really worked with the material that they were offered. As far as the alien goes in this film, I really loved how it would come out of nowhere. It was one of those things that I loved from the first film that David Fincher definitely brought into Alien 3. There are many scenes that do not have the alien, and when the alien just finally does show up, it's fantastic. I absolutely loved the guy in the suit from the first one. There are not multiple aliens in this film, there's only one, and that's not really a spoiler, guys. Alright guys, now let's talk about the bad stuff. Back in the early 90s, directors were really starting to incorporate CGI in a big way in their films, and 1992's Alien 3 is not an exception. They included scenes with a CGI alien that was just not on par with the rest of the film. Every single time this abomination was shown, it just completely took me out of the film. You have an amazing stunt actor in this alien suit, and you choose to do a full scene of the CGI alien because we can do it now. Oh my god. And I'm just going to do a slight spoiler for you guys. The infirmary room scene where the alien lowers itself down on the bed. And all you can see is the bed lowering slowly to the floor. You know that the alien's there. You didn't need to see a CGI alien scurrying across the floor just to stare at Ripley against the wall. It just completely took me out of the film, guys. And I think if the CGI alien was not in the film at all, it would have made this film so much better. The other thing that I really didn't like about this film is it does nothing new for the franchise. Really, it starts the regression of the franchise. It does a really good job at taking a lot of the older ideas from Ridley Scott's Alien and putting their grim approach on it. But, like I said, it does nothing new. This basically takes a lot of the good things from Alien and puts a dark twist on it, not really going anywhere new. And another thing you could say that you don't like about this movie is there aren't very many likable characters. Ripley is really the only character that you can really associate with, and with some movies that's a very strong thing, but in this movie, I really think you need another character that you can really care about, and this film does that for the most part. But there are just some other characters in this film that I just wish weren't in it at all, and that's not a good thing. Alright guys, so what's the final judgment? Does this movie get a metal claw? Well, it does if you're a fan of the Alien franchise. Now, if you're not really a fan, this film takes a few watches before you actually really know what you truly think of the film. The best way I can describe this to you is, take this. You have a video game franchise. There's a couple good ones, and then another studio takes over and makes the next one. And it's okay. It has a lot of the elements of the first two, but it's just not as good. Now, I'm not saying that another studio took over. I'm saying it's the same principle. Another director took over, and it's okay, but it's not as good. Alright guys, that's been my review of Alien 3, and boy, it was tough. What did you think of Alien 3? Let me know down in the comments down below. What did you think of the movie? Did you actually like it like I did, or did you hate it like everybody else? If you've not seen Tim from the Late Reviews review of Aliens, definitely go over to his channel and check it out. And while you're over on his channel, you might as well check out Alien 4, Alien Resurrection on his channel, because that's the next film in the franchise, and he's the one that's going to have that video. So you need to go over there and check it out. And by the way, subscribe to The Late Reviews if you haven't, because he's an awesome dude and he has awesome videos. And after Tim's done destroying, I mean reviewing Alien Resurrection, you can pop back over to my channel and check out AVP. Oh, God. So that's it for this video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram because you know I have them. And guys, most importantly, this has been Zack versus the Blu-Ray Mountain. Stay metal, my friends. Come on, I had to do it. That was the hardest video I think I ever had to record.